New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life. And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. It is Monday morning and time for morning prayers. This is a production of the New Thought Media Network. We do this every morning, 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time, and every evening, 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time as well. I'm Rev Robert. So grateful to be with you, and I tell you, I am super excited. I'm always excited for Mondays. I know, right? We were taught differently. We were conditioned differently. We were conditioned to believe that Mondays were whatever. And nope, that's not my truth anymore. I love Mondays. I get up early. I get going with, we do Monday morning visioning every Monday morning at 7 a.m. So I've already done an hour's worth of, not quite 45 minutes, of visioning and spiritual practice. And I love that. That's great. You're welcome to join us any Monday that you like. And then I get to come here and pray with you as well. So, please know this is a program that is focused on the power of affirmative prayer. We're not here begging and beseeching God to fulfill some weird, some whatever. We are here to affirm life's good, to affirm the truth as we know it, and to be open to a revolution of an even greater truth for our lives and for the world and for those of us around us. So I invite you to join in that. And we're going to do some of that here in just a little bit. However, before that, if you'd like to have your prayer requests included in this program, please send us an email, prayer@ntmedia.org. You're welcome to type your prayer request into the comments. If it's in the comments, I'll do it in one of the live sessions. We'll cover it there. If you send an email and you'd like us to include you in a live broadcast, please just mention that and we'll make sure we speak your name in a live broadcast. Otherwise, we'll just make sure the prayer team gets that email and that our entire prayer team is in consciousness and holding your prayer up for the highest. So, all right. I'm thinking let's get into it. What do you say? Yeah? Yeah. I am, the best part about this is we come into this and we don't really come into this with any sort of, or at least I don't, with any sort of major agenda. It's all about how spirit moves in the moment, what spirit moves in the moment. And so if you're comfortable, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, relax, and let yourself be present to this moment. Be present to this divine moment. For this is the only moment. There is no past, there is no future, there is just what is, this moment, this opportunity, this experience. And so it is here in this moment that I come to recognize God. I come to recognize one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is demonstrating, manifesting, operating as all of life. Everyone, everywhere, a divine emanation of this oneness of God. And I know God as the source, the supply of love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity. I know God as that one self-existent cause that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. I know God is the phenomenon and the experience, the opportunity and the invitation, as the everything of everything and the no thing as well. Anywhere the mind goes, there I find God. Anywhere the mind wanders, there I see and experience and recognize God. And I know that truth, that it is happening as my life. That God is living itself through and as my life. And that's happening perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And as I know that truth of my life, I know that must be true of all life. So it must be true of the lives of each and every one that hear these words now, that are listening live, those hearing this at another time, perhaps in another dimension, in another state of consciousness, whatever it might be, whenever it might be. The truth rings out deeply. We are one. Deeply, we are one. And so where one is affected, all are affected. Where one is inspired, all are inspired. Where one is lifted up, all are lifted up. And that is the work we are about here this day, lifting up ourselves, lifting up our own consciousness, and inviting each one around us to be lifted up as well. To come into that place of knowing that there's nothing going wrong here on the planet. There's nothing broken, nothing missing, nothing absent, that everything's happening just as it must, to bring forth the glorious vision of life on planet Earth, to bring forth the vision for your life, to bring forth the opportunities and the experiences, the people and the connections, the resources, the money, everything necessary to fulfill this grand vision for your life. Shows up in your life exactly as is necessary. I know that's happening in my life. I see that happening in the lives of so many across this planet. And sometimes we may not recognize, sometimes we may not truly humanly see the good. And that is where the faith comes in. For it is in that moment of not being able to see the good that I activate my faith. I activate my deep, deep, deep faith that God's on the job, that the good that is God is finding a way to reveal itself through and as and to me. That the good of God, the good of all life, is finding an outlet. And so what I may not recognize as good must be God, must be good. And that which is crumbling before our very eyes, I recognize as no longer necessary. No longer necessary for the evolution of human consciousness, for the evolution of human experience. So I see all these old systems and paradigms that are crumbling, that are failing, that are flailing, that are imploding upon themselves, that are being called to disperse or disband, because none of that serves the evolution of human consciousness. None of that serves the experience of the human experience, of the body temple, of our emotional bodies, our spiritual bodies, our physical bodies, our mental bodies. All those old systems crumbling and falling away, so that together we may create a world that works for everyone, so that together we may step into a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new consciousness around healthcare and education, around politics and community, around church, around food supply, around all of it, human rights, around the horrendous practice of human trafficking. We are opening up the portals of perception to allow God's light to shine upon all that has been hidden, upon all that no longer serves, so that everything that does not serve this human evolution, everything that does not serve creating heaven on earth, everything that does not serve Valhalla, all of that is being shown the light and dissipating, dissolving back into the nothingness from whence it came, so we may create newly. And that is the work we are upon, creating newly, moment by moment by moment, day by day, activity by activity. In every moment, the opportunity arises to say yes to the vision or to say yes to the mayhem. And so I let go of the mayhem. I let go of the conspiracies. I let go of the speculation. I let go of any of that and be present to the love. Be present to the joy. So no matter what it is, no matter what I face this day, I ask myself, does this bring me love? Does this bring love into the world? Does this bring joy into the world? If yes, then yes. If no, then get thee behind me. For I am here and I am all about creating a new world, a world that works for everyone. I am here and I am all about creating a world where everyone is awakening to their spiritual magnificence, and those awakened to that magnificence are reaching out and supporting new generations, new waves of people, new ways of believing. We're ushering forth and reaching out to offer that bridge to the deep knowing that deeply we are one. That at the very center of it all, it's all God. And so it must all be good. And I let go of anything within me that wants to see anything other than the light. I release and let go any sense of attachment, any sense of needing to know why or how or when or who or what. Just letting all of that go, releasing all of that, and coming to a great sense of thanksgiving. Coming to a great sense of gratitude for what is, for what's in front of me, for what's available to us as a human collective. For together we are creating that world that works for everyone. So I am grateful for this time, for this spiritual communion, for this community, for this word, for this moment, but most especially grateful to know that God's got this, that this is not my work to do, that God's on the job and God's already operating upon this. So I release this word from my being into God. I release this word into the law that must demonstrate from this word, the law that must manifest from this word, from that universal law. I release this into that law and I let it be. I get out of the way. I let go of any question about who or how or when or why. And I rest in the deep knowingness that God's got this. And I can let it be. And I affirm this truth and invite you to join me in the affirmation as we say together, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you for being with us. And thank you for clicking on that link that says donate. PayPal.me/New Thought Radio. Thank you for hitting that donate button and sharing your good with this ministry, New Thought Media Network, the most positively inspiring New Thought ministry on the planet. We are here day and night, again, every day, every morning, every evening with prayers, and we are expanding our lineup and expanding our offerings like you wouldn't believe. Well, no, I hope you will believe. I trust you're going to believe. So, and it starts today. I'm calling today Premiere Week. We've got 2 new shows premiering this week. Today, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 6 o'clock in the UK. Live from the UK, Laura Topper and her weekly program, The Cosmic Prayer. She's going to be bringing in a series of guests, and she's got some great names in store and in the lineup. So I invite you to join us today at 11 a.m. Mountain. The broadcast will be on the archives page later today as well. But join us each and every week, starting today, for Laura Topper's The Cosmic Prayer, a weekly shift. I'm so excited for that. And our other big premiere this week is on Thursday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, Real Talk with my dear brother Eugene Holden. Eugene's going to be taking a look at the future of spiritual community and spiritual leadership, and also having a series of guests, as well as some commentary just by himself, but also a number of different guests that he's lining up to come in and help us explore this conversation as well. We're having all kinds of conversations. And we're having a great conversation tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, noon Mountain Time, This is called A New Thought About the Media, getting together the kind of meeting at the intersection of traditional media and New Thought spirituality, and looking at how they intersect, where they intersect, and what's a vision for moving forward and going forward with that. Wednesdays are a huge day around here as well, by the way. We've got our midweek meditation at 7. Feel the Flow with Terry Paul Choice premieres a new episode every Wednesday at 10:30 Mountain, and that's on New Thought Radio. And then we wrap up the evening with a midweek pick-me-up Wednesdays at 6. Couple of shots of music and an inspiring message, and get us going into the second half of the week. We also have a couple of other one-time events coming up that are very important. Number one, Saturday this week on the 15th, Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, we have our New Thought Media Network monthly expansion jam. And this is an opportunity, quick half-hour get together, share the vision, mission, and purpose, share what's going on, the new things that are happening. And then at 9:30, we jump into a Zoom room and connect a little bit more one-to-one or in the group to share what's going on in our lives, and again, what we can do to support and help this ministry move forward. Finally, a save the date, Saturday, September 12th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Time for a mindfulness meditation retreat. I used to call this a mini meditation retreat, but it just gets too confusing because is it mini a meditation or is it a meditation mini retreat? It's a mindfulness meditation retreat. Saturday the 12th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Join us for that. Plan now. Get that one on your schedule. More details coming as we go. So, all right, folks, I am out of here. Thank you so very much for being with us this morning. Thank you to everyone that was shouting out in the chat room. Wayne, good to see you. Calgary, Diana Fawn, good to see you, dear one. Lugana, so grateful to be with you as well this morning. And for those of you whose names I didn't get, drop me a comment next time. We'll make sure we give you a shout out. So I'm out of here. Make it a great day. Make it a great week. Somebody will be back tonight, 8:15 p.m. for evening prayers. And again, join us at 11 for Laura Topper's premiere episode. Until then, peace and blessing.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.